Quack, quack. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. It is November 11th, 2025. It was snowing yesterday, but it's actually colder today. Hello, OG. I don't know if you changed your name. And yesterday on the live, it was snowing. Okay. I appreciate all you guys. I'm so happy to be here with all you guys. God is always with us. We're just here for the reminder. Okay. We're all in here in this together. There's no reason to go against anyone, to go against anything. You're just making life harder than it is. Okay? Don't make life harder than it is. We're here to uplift each other, to help one another. As soon as you start hating, talking negative, criticizing someone, talking trash about them, you're aligning with the devil, even if you don't know it. Because negative energy is the devil. Okay, and you can align with that negative energy without you even knowing it. And when you align with this negative energy, even if it's unknowingly, you actually can be negatively influenced. Okay? You'll have fearful things happen to you. And this is where other negative energy will come to you. Hello, Wagon. Hello, Matisse. Euphoria. Yeah, so it's definitely real colder today. And I appreciate all you guys. We have to be aware of what we're saying. Okay? We have to be aware of how we're feeling. Really, is it positive or negative? Because you can be up in your mind, but not have awareness of the energy you're giving off. You could say it's good energy, but if your body's constricted, restricted, then you're actually giving off bad energy. Okay? You're just not aware of how you're feeling. So be aware of how you are feeling and all the things that you speak. Be aware of all your thoughts. Hello, Rodrigo. God bless you, J-Fam. Everybody's here. Hello, D-Man. Levi Lamplighter. Okay. What's up, boss? So we also want to be aware of what we're thinking. Okay? Because all the stuff that we don't like, well, we don't like it. So we can change our way of thinking. Okay? We always feel our greatest right here, right now. So you are already love. You are already happiness. As you'll see, there's nothing you could ever be. Occupation and whatever activity you do. Because you are already this. You're always inside right here in this body. You are already with God at every moment. You are this feeling of life. Because that's all there is life. You could never get out of it. And to feel this is love. To feel this is happiness. Okay? You don't need to actually do anything. So if we don't like an outside situation, then, or a thought that we're having, we are simply meant to change that. Okay? But that doesn't change who we are. So the reason you don't like your thoughts is because you actually want to change them. The reason why you don't like your job or something that you're doing, especially if you're aware it makes you feel bad, it's because simply you want to change it. That's why you don't like it. Quack, quack. It's 33 here. I don't know what it is, euphoria here, but it feels like it's less than 33. I can tell you that. Yeah. A lot of you guys stay in warm places. Today's probably been like the coldest day. Yeah. So the roles of civilization. I'm doing your course. Yeah, don't. You can sit any way you want to, Rodrigo. Yeah, you can even sit in a chair. Because it's meant to be for people that have like back problems or handicap. Hello, black hole. God bless all you guys. I'm so happy to be in this freezing weather with all you. And I just want you guys to live your life. You're already living it. You can't expand more. You can't get happiness. You can't get love. Okay? It's all already inside of you. You can only hold onto negativity. You can only block your happiness, block your love. Okay? It's already inside of you. And same with anger and sadness and all those other emotions. They're simply happening inside of you. Yeah. And there's nothing greater than being right here, being this happiness and feeling God through a slowing down of the mind and eventually silence. Okay? And that's why there's actual techniques that I have to get there. If you aren't naturally happy and naturally have a racing mind, which most people do. Okay? So you're already happiness and love. That means you can take your happiness and love to the world. And also you can change any situation you don't like outside of you. You don't have to deal with no one's bull poop. Bullshit. Okay? You simply don't have to do nothing you don't want to do. And again, every thought that you don't like, you simply don't like it because you don't. So change the viewpoint by slowing down and change it to a more comfortable one you do like. The voice inside your head is simply just you talking to yourself. Yeah, keep doing them, Rodrigo. Yeah, the streets are definitely empty. Yeah. Hello, the Blair Witch. Thought about you yesterday for a quick moment. Hello, Matthew Langston. Screaming hurts your voice, so I'm not gonna hurt my voice. My voice is almost too deep to scream anyway. Where are you from, Blair Witch? Yeah, I thought about you yesterday. The greatest thing is to feel, because it's the only thing that proves you're human. Yeah. We get caught up in these emotions simply because we have an idea and a perspective that makes us feel these emotions. You're overriding your natural being by thinking about something. Okay? Because if you have enough will and concentration, you can actually stop whatever negative thought you're having on command. It's really not even hard to do. Okay. So, again, you can basically cast out all negative thoughts very easily. Some people are so entrapped in their negative mind, even a positive mind, but the negative one, they're not having fun. They secretly hate their life. I actually got my mustache in my mouth. And when people don't even know they're having thoughts, they think this is their own reality, so their ideas keep manifesting their reality. they don't care about all of this. It simply does not mean anything to them because they're so stuck inside their head. So we have to forgive them because they do not know. Okay? God's going to give them, you could say, their punishment. Okay? Society is going to give them their punishment. Doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong. It's simply just the way it is. But evil people, they're so stuck, they're just engrossed in their mind. It's not even their fault. That's all they know. They don't see the world like we see it. They don't feel good, first of all. They don't feel at all. You've been grinding my teeth for years. You probably have a deficiency, Matthew Langston. And we could talk more about that if you want. Shalom. Yeah. Yeah. Grinding your teeth. You could not be eating meat. It depends like what you're eating, Matthew. Yeah. Who's my favorite singer from the USA? I don't even know. Because everybody can sing. And I don't think singing as in talent or even really skill, such as Ariana Grande. I'm not a fan of her singing. A lot of people that sing, they don't really sing with grit. Though it may sound nice to the ear, I'm more based it on, are you actually singing with your will? Actually singing with love? With grit? Yeah. So I don't really see no one really does that. I mean, more so the people on the radio are famous. It happens slowly, Matthew. The receding gums or any disease. But then it happens really fast when you actually see it. Yeah. But I can definitely help you out with that. I'm like the #1 nutritionist in the world. Yeah. And a lot of people are completely biased on nutrition. I think I scare him. What's up, boss? You warm?
Everything except my fingers.
Yeah, I know. You don't scare me, Blair Witch. Hello, Javed. There's nothing to be scared about. Hello, MGM. Thank you, Christopher. Some people just want to see everything burn, yeah. Jeremy, how's it going? DR, yeah, it's what I'm doing simply is just what I'm doing. Has nothing to do with you. Yeah, you can describe what I'm doing in any activity I'm doing, but I'm still going to be right here. Trolls should get jobs. Yeah. Most people that tell you to get a job, or the people that ironically hate their own job. Yeah. Most people that have a miserable life, or the ones that just spew nonsense. Thank you for the view, trolls. I appreciate everyone's view. We're all here to make the world a better place. Ask what you are doing. Is it for humanity, for the betterment? Or is what you're saying and what you're doing, is it actually a negative impact? Hello, Mama OG. With them desert sands blowing. The thing is about negative people, you can't really reach them. If they're in madness, or if they're depressed, especially evil people, they're almost impossible to reach. Okay. They're simply so stuck in their head. They don't see any way out. This is what represents a demon and a devil. As soon as you get outside of your head, even for a couple minutes, you begin to feel your life and see that it's just your perspective that's really ruining you. Because what you think about life has nothing to do with actually feeling life. Because you can't think negative and actually feel your life at the same time. It's too magnificent. It's straight positivity. You could only feel this. It's straight God's love and happiness. Number one in the world. Yeah, I've studied nutrition for a very long time. But a lot of people, they get biased. Oh, you can't eat this. No, you're just full of shit. Most of the world is biased in one way. Yeah. Hello, you eat one meal a day. That's all right. Yeah. Hi from South Africa. Well, we're not. We're just walking for exercise, Mama OG. Yeah, most do only eat a meal a day. That is true, Jeremy. That's pretty much true. It really depends on your physical activity. So, do you support the father of lies? I don't really care what Trump does. He's gonna do what he has coming for him. Yeah, I don't even think about it. Yeah. I mean, he says one thing and then he does a completely other thing. So thank you for the Canadians. The devil's loved you so much. Yeah. I don't ever think about the devil. It's the whole image of the devil, especially like in the West, in America. It's just a personification, which you've seen on TV and games. They're just complete exaggerations. They're trying to represent, but that's not actually what he looks like. Yeah, because he's simply negative energy. Negative energy can take the form of anything. Thanks for the Canadian dollars, eh? Appreciate that. Yeah. There's been a lot of times I've only ate one meal a day. There's been plenty of days where I didn't even eat anything. Okay? You can eat, literally, you can eat as much food as you want. It all depends on your lifestyle. Yeah. And obviously, what foods are you eating? If you're eating the right foods, there's no limit. Yeah. You should never have to limit yourself with food. Yeah. But I've done it a bunch. Showing the love from Canada. You chanted me a good luck spell. Well, thank you. Yeah. I mean, it was so good that, yeah, me and my girlfriend broke up yesterday. Jesus can reach those people. Yeah. Hear me. Yeah. Thank you, Euphoria. Seed oil is bad. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess you're just asking that. I wouldn't eat cooked seed oil. Yeah, I wouldn't cook any like seed oil at all. None of it. Yeah. But that being said, cultures around the world have done it ever since the beginning of time. So if I would use like a vegetable oil, and you're heating it, I would use coconut oil because that's way better. And I would use olive oil. Yeah. But at that point, it's better just to use butter or animal fat. You lift 50-pound bags. Okay, that's pretty strong, you know. Yeah, that's gonna warm you up if you're doing that in winter. I like it hot. Yeah. I felt like summer was like really, really short. I wish summer was extended. Hello, Lindo. And my phone got messed up like yesterday, so it's hard to see some of the comments. I'm on the east coast of Canada. Yeah. Yeah. It snowed yesterday morning during the live. Thank you, Travis, for the donation. God bless you. I appreciate that. I love all you guys. Appreciate that, Travis. If you have something you like to say or ask, welcome to the single life is great. Well, yeah, I mean, I wasn't necessarily looking for somebody. They found me. Yeah. So they came to me. Me too, damn. Cosmic Horror does a great job of explaining how our minds would break if we saw an embodiment of pure evil. That's just your mind. As soon as you escape the mind, you are already made of love. You have nothing to do with your mind. Your mind is, for most people, running you. They're not even your thoughts. The thoughts were already here. All of them. Your mind just picks them up. So a lot of people are being over-controlled by the mind through overstimulation and just not knowing about that this is not really you. Okay? Some people think it is them. That's why they lack empathy. You are actually the feel of your life. It has nothing to do with anything you could ever think of. There is no concept to life. You can't get to it conceptually. You are the feel of it. That's what you really are. It's just a floating entity, if you may. Yeah. It's just there. It's an energy. It's the feel of love, the feel of everything positive, even happiness, okay? You don't have to really try to be anything. And once you feel this life through stilling the mind, it's going to tell you what you need to do. Oh, I need to go eat a squirrel. I want to go, oh, it's telling me to go jump in the river. You just naturally want to express yourself and create. Yeah. It's your intuition, which is God speaking to you. It's the universe speaking to you. Okay? If you're stuck in your head, you're ignoring your intuition. And your intuition is a feel. That's why you have to feel it and be aware of it. And it's also, it's always on. Because you're a living life. And you're connected to all life. You are life itself. There is no life outside of you. It's just the concept about it. You just have a concept of whatever. Anyone can have a concept in any which way. Whew. You're going to fast soon? Yeah. You can fast for 21 days. That's crazy. 3 meals a day. No, we broke up with each other. I guess so. Yeah, we broke up with each other, black hole. Obviously, not because of me. I'm happy. And this is how I always am, and I'm loving. It's literally the best thing. But some other people, you know, they can choose what they want. And yeah, some other people have stuff going on in their lives. Beef tallow, Levi lamplighter. Dirty Dan. I'm sorry you didn't know I had a girlfriend. Yeah, I yeah, it's all right. I'm in Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's all right, Blair Witch. I mean, again, I wasn't looking for one, and we were together for some time. Yeah. But, you know, I'm gonna, if she wants to be her way, then, because my body was messed up, so I wasn't looking for somebody, and and I simply wasn't looking. But now, because of all of that situation, how's it going? What's up? Hey, Steph. I'm kind of, I might be looking now, so yeah. That propelled me to want to get in one. Yeah, fall went by too quick. I agree with you. What's up, boss? Euphoria. Like, it. I felt like fall went on for like 3 weeks, which is like the perfect weather. And then it just completely ended. I'm gonna scroll to the top of the comments. I've been so single so long, single laugh sucks now. Okay. I mean, I'm not on the east coast of Canada. That was somebody else that said that. I'll stop giving you kisses. I'm not. I don't know what you meant by that. Too many people put running on their wounded attachment style. Yeah, well, there's many things about this relationship I'm not gonna like get into it. Yeah, it wasn't me because it's all her choice. So, just simple as that. Yeah. But again, it doesn't matter what happens outside of me because I feel God and I feel happiness. I feel love. So no one's going to affect me. No one will ever change me. Yeah. So I just live an example the best I can. I'm scrolling to the top of the comments. Double bed all night. Yeah, Maryland's right next to me. Maryland's right next to me. Yeah. No, that wasn't her. It was somebody else. I can't even call her. Could never actually call her. So. 32-year-old kid. Do you like Skittles? No. Maybe when I was a kid. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it is, Travis. I've been over relationships since 21 years old. Yeah. I've already found the happiness since I've always been happy. Yeah. A lot of people get in relationships and it's simply for sex. It's not the right relationship. Yeah. I don't even care for sex because nothing feels better than being in your being. Yeah. So that just is. Plus I don't ejaculate. Okay? I don't climax. So yeah. And yeah, once you feel the love inside of you and happiness inside of you, you'll quack quack. You'll never get this outside of you. It's an illusion. Yeah. So take it as you want. Hermit mode, resonating in gratitude. Nothing can feel better than stillness. Yeah. Than your actual feeling of life. Nothing can get outside of this. Nothing can feel better than this. A lot of people get in relationships without even really knowing each other. And then they're going to suffer when they get to know the person because they just do it for sex. Yeah. I could care less about sex because, one, I was outside of my body, for one. So, yeah. Two, sex is not the main point. It's very, very small. Yeah. So, people, again, they get caught up, they have kids, and they're always fighting and arguing. Oh, I gotta turn my ringer volume off. Yeah. Yeah. And we have to be assertive of what we want. If somebody's not giving it to you, then they're not the person for you. Yeah. So, if you're arguing with someone or you're not getting sex, they're not the person for you. It's very simple. If the person doesn't make you feel happy and give you everything you want, then you obviously don't like it. It's not what you want. And when you can be okay with it, but when you settle down for it, you're settling for something you don't actually want. Yeah, the person has to be like you. Yeah. People or just, the only thing about sex is, again, there's nothing wrong with it, or I'm not against it. It's simply just a thought. Sex is always a thought. Yeah. Megan, and I don't really care what you say. And you're just mad or upset. You get to choose. Yeah. People can only meet as far as they meant themselves. Yeah. I want the form of conscious relationship isn't something that's really offered. Yeah, I love the upside down face emoji. Yeah. I mean, most people are too caught up in themselves. Yeah. And I completely agree. Yeah. I completely agree. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard to meet somebody, but if you're doing what you like to do and what you love to do, you won't even think about sex, for one. And if you're doing what you love, then you're gonna feel amazing. Yeah, that person's gonna come into your life. Whoever that needs to be, when you're doing the stuff you love and like to do, that person's just gonna come fall in your lap, basically. No, I've never been to a dispensary. Flesh is sin. Well, there's many other things I could say about it, but I'm not going to go and say about it because you would just say like, oh, that absolutely insane. Again, I don't ever hate or be negative to anybody. It's very simple. Yeah. I'm literally the most easygoing person. And I'm like the most fun to be around. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Thank you, though, Black Hole. I'm glad your heart changed through Jesus. Yeah. All my friends, since I lost all my best friends pretty much all at 17, 16, and I used to talk to a lot of people. I would say 95% at that time. Now it's like 100%. All their lives, their whole life is, and it's usually a guy. The guy is, because mostly friends with, I mean, I talk to both, but all my guy friends were on their hands and knees for a woman that fights and argues with them. That's just stone cold facts. It's not working if you're arguing. And this has been this way since like 19 years old, even 18. Everybody's just they're so obsessed with sex. And like, I can't, all my friends, their whole life is designated, whatever. It's just for that one person. Their whole life is just for that one person. Everything evolves around that one person. So then it excludes me, naturally. And then it excludes all of life. It's basically a fuck you to me. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. An F you to me. But they don't care. They don't care. Because they want sex. So that's just the truth to it. And they'll try to say something else and say this. Yeah. Most people's lives evolve around sex or just the relationship they're in. That they don't even, it's not even the best relationship. Yeah, I mean, having a real partner is like the best thing. Yeah. I think the spirit needs to connect, yeah. Yeah. Pulling up the chat and telling another man how to groom themselves. Yeah. I mean, I guess these people actually like the way I look and must think I'm handsome or something. Yeah, well, basically, we're all going to have a problem with lust until we get over it. Yeah, and I got over it probably like at 20 years old, so. I do agree that everybody should have a twin flame. Never heard of that place. Oh yeah, self-servitude. You never feel fulfilled. Yeah. When you feel your life, which is what you're always trying to do, that is the greatest thing you could ever do. Simply stop thinking, feeling God, and another thing is serving other people is going to take you out of your mind, and serving other people is just really the key. It's because that's what we're here to do. It's the best feeling in the world, aside from just feeling inside of you. And it gets you out of your own head. Most people think me, 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 me. It's always about them, especially evil people. But when you do, that's why there's this thing called charity, bhakti, there's devotion, because these things are meant to get you outside of your head, where most people are trapped. And it feels good when you serve others. It's kind of ironic in its own self, but because everything is a part of you, you actually have to feel this first to even really initiate this. There only is you. There only is life. Why would you not, if you felt your life, why would you not help other life? Yeah. This is the whole premise of God himself. Yeah. Most of the world is stuck in their head. Okay? Just as simple as that. So it's always about me, me, me. Even this age that we're coming up in, people are getting more engrossed, like, so they can't care about you. It's just not possible. They're getting more, it's not that they're getting more evil, they're just getting more caught in their own endeavors. Yeah. So, and I would say the biggest problem for most people, we naturally want to help people. It's just naturally who we are. Everything. It's beyond people. The land and ducks and whatever, everything. The hardest thing that I see for people is they don't know how to help people. They don't have a method or a technique. Yeah. Yeah, it's a soul tie. You're still alive. I'm scrolling to the top of the comments. You don't like to boast about your charity? Yeah. I don't know what happened to the freedom of religion 600 plant life. Yeah. There's stalkers all around. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what happened to all that other stuff you're talking about. Prem, you're not going to say that in here to Jeremy, else you're going to be permanently banned from me. No one's going to talk to any of the community members like that, and I'm going to protect them all. Yeah, so in fact, you're not even going to say that. You're kicked forever. You're going to have to come see me in real life now. Yeah. No fighting in the chat or in the corner you would go. Nah, he's gone forever. Pat Wilder, Beast. Hello. I don't know what flag that is. I'm so glad I got to reply to you, 11. Yeah. And I appreciate you, Dirty Dan. I appreciate you, 11. Again, anyone who doesn't make us feel good, especially if they're arguing or hating or something just feels off, whether it's a friend, get away from them. Yeah, because they're just gonna keep doing the same nonsensical stuff. Even though deep down we're all the same life, their muddied ego and their personality is, yeah. And I'm so glad, 11, that it made you feel all right. Yeah, there's good people in here today. It usually always is. Hello, Marta Garcia. True love doesn't need sex. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You are already this. If you needed sex, you would have been conjoined with someone. Conjoined. Yeah. There's nothing you can get outside of you. It sounds sad to the mind, but it's actually very positive. Okay. You can only feel this life, and that's all there is to it. Through a silencing of the mind. Nothing feels better than this. And once you get here, and even if you don't not here right now, it's always here. You can still enjoy sex. You could enjoy smoking a cigarette or whatever it is. Hello, old wizard. Yeah, a lot of people live most of their lives like anonymous bots. What do you think people should do better? They have to break that. They have to stop doing what they're doing. They have to become aware of every one of their actions through thinking and talking. And they have to take the Kriya course I have and follow what they love to do and actually want to do. The whole world, the reason why it is the way it is because people are not doing what they want to do, what they love to do. Yeah. People are just caught up in their mind, Master Kung Fu. So, and as we said, it's very hard to get someone out of their mind to even listen to you. That's when suffering comes into play. Yeah, that is true, Simon. I missed what he said. Lots of comments today. Crazier than you can think of, Christian witness. Thank you, 11. Prayer is super powerful. That is true, Travis. That was actually our subject yesterday. Yeah, that was actually our subject yesterday, was prayer. Yeah. River gets a lot of leaves in it. I don't want to smoke a bowl. This guy's a poet and didn't know it. Yeah. I've only done mushrooms a couple times, like 10 years ago. And same with smoking, puffing the Magic Dragon. Thank you, Black Hole. The plan is to probably go live for another hour and do all the other stuff I have to do. Probably answer emails and some comments, go to the store, work more. Yeah. Yes, I kind of was in a long distance relationship, Mama OG, with this recent relationship. They weren't like completely not too far away, but we never really got to actually like see each other. So I wouldn't recommend a long distance relationship, because usually a relationship involves physicality to it. But I've never really been in one like super long, like long distance. So yeah, you can tell me if you had experience. But I wouldn't want to. I simply, yeah, I wouldn't suggest it either. It doesn't. It, to me, it almost defeats the whole point of having intimacy. Yeah. What are some of the stuff you enjoy doing? Yeah, I'm not a Manson. I don't even really know about Charles Manson. It's kind of like before me. I just enjoy serving the Lord and bringing other people happy. I pretty much always did this, but now I'm more aware. Okay. And yeah, so this is basically my life. I have nothing I do for like fun anymore. Just the circumstances of my life. Yeah. But I like hiking. I like hiking in spots that are challenging. You could even say dangerous. Yeah. I like being next to like fires. And yeah, I mean, walking is my favorite thing to do. I do like being with people, of course, and making other people happy. Before, I used to do music and work out all the time. Both of those. So, draw, paint, and yeah, maybe, write books, children's books. I'm working on books now. Sometimes take pictures. Oh, thank you, Lynch. I appreciate that. I like doing a lot of other stuff outside of that, but I'm just usually too busy serving people at this point. It's going to be the rest of my life. Yeah. So I'm not gonna really have friends, and I know that kind of sounds sad, but you just have to see the circumstances of my life. And it's not that I don't want friends or anything like that. It's just that I'm simply just going to be, just as people get so invested with their family or in careers usually, I'm just going to be making the world happy and showing them love and getting them to feel God. Yeah. I've already experienced happiness. I've already had happy most of my life. I can't, there's no reason for me to keep experiencing doing happy things. Yeah. So, I'm not going to, quote unquote, get more happy. But, yeah, I mean, till the day I die, I'm just going to be spreading the Lord's love. That's who I am. Hello, folks. Yeah. Hateful people are unhappy. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people around me are unhappy. Most people are. Yeah, people try to bring me down all the time. It's not even that. My body's just more so messed up, as it's been for years. But it's just like, yeah, happiness and loving is just our natural state. But when you're in this state, nothing outside affects you, simply because you're already feeling love and happiness. You don't have to deal with any of that. Yeah. But again, most people that I'm around, you could even say most of my family, if not all of them, they're miserable. And they've been this way for 15 plus 20 years. It's never changed. So, yeah, I only tell the truth. So, yeah, that's true, Travis. Don't be afraid of anything. Yeah. In fact, being afraid is just actually, it's an illusion. Why is America so messed up? Yeah. Because there's no spirituality. People are just invested into themselves. Sabbath and chains. Thank you. And that channels everything, but it's about you. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with smoking, Dirty Dan. Nothing wrong with smoking. I'm not against anything. Especially stuff that has potential or can be beneficial. Because we went to war with the wrong people in WW. That's funny. Yeah. Impossible to debate with you. Okay. That's like the first thing you've ever said. Hello, Tanya Gaitan. Hello, Maurice. Interesting name, of course. It's a lot colder than it looks. Especially my hands from holding up the phone. Always look on the bright side. Yeah, there only is the bright side. As soon as you create negativity in your head, simply a negative perspective or viewpoint, then your whole world becomes negative. you start to feel negative. Thank you for the donation, 11. All of my donations are going to the intentional community I will be building to find God. My long distance was messed, but she did. Thank you, Crazy O Lazy. Appreciate that. You need fun in your life? Yeah. I mean, I'm having fun right now. Yeah, and I have fun with everything I do. Now, if you have a job you don't like and you're trying to have, and I would have fun there. Yeah, other people though are just going to be not trying to have fun. Yeah. Usually that happens. So it makes it very boring and dull. Yeah, I'm always having fun. You have a fire every night. That's all I want's a fire every night. Yeah, it's probably one of the best things ever. Yeah. No, I was never really around fires most of my life. I mean, the houses that I stayed in had fireplaces, but they're not in use anymore. So, yeah. But I would love to be next to a fire all the time. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool. I'm probably gonna be in Maryland. I'm gonna be traveling so I can do this and teach techniques. Yeah. Yeah, there's not many people left like that. I know. Trust me, there's not many people around me, and I've been dealing with this all my life. But the last 10 years, my body's been critically messed up, so I couldn't eat food or do too much at all. But all my life, I've been like this, and everyone's just always been trying to put me down. Everyone's dull and boring. It's just that simple. No wonder why people can't even get a girlfriend or a boyfriend. People don't even say hi to me. And you're going to go and try to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend? It's not going to work. People just won't, and just walking by won't even say hi. But you want to go have sex with a person. Yeah. There's no God or devil. It's the best community in the world. Oh yeah, the thing is right before my body got messed up when I was 21, it was like I was in a big coma this whole time. I simply couldn't do anything. But I was working on a series of pretty much Dr. Seuss, like the next Dr. Seuss, the real Dr. Seuss, who he should have been. Okay? Because some of his stuff, it is actually complex. If you look back at it. But this is like the revolutionary Dr. Seuss. I have one of the... It's very short. It just needs published. And I need pictures for it. But I have the story already done. And it's poetry for like babies and kids. And I actually was working on a series of them too. Yeah. But all my books, which will be released definitely next year throughout it, digitally you can download them for free. So that's how much love and heart I have. All my books will be for free digitally. And then there'll be like physical copies and donations that you can buy and choose to donate. But I was doing so many things before my body got messed up. I was at the height of my life, you could say. And then it basically changed like overnight. Yeah. Because eventually I couldn't eat. And it just went on ever since. But I was making paintings. I was getting ready to like box and do a UFC, which was already doing for a long time anyway. Yeah. I was working out almost twice a day, making music from scratch, writing books, finishing some, and then also I was getting ready to do stand-up comedy. I was writing down like jokes. I grew up around comedians. And I was doing paintings. So like 5 things I was doing. But then my body got so messed up I couldn't do any of that stuff anymore. Yeah. I'm scrolling to the top of the comments. Say hello, Jay West Bay. Seminatics? I'm not sure what you're referring to. It's hard to carry. Hello, Scotty. A liar is just something you say in your head. It doesn't matter to me. Yeah, the further we fall, the higher we fly. Hello, MK. Yeah. Yeah, people confuse business with love. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to hear more about that. Yeah, a lot of people live in their own bubble. Hello, Candy. If you can tell me the name of that tea so I can get that, I appreciate you for that. But I don't remember the name of it, so I have to ask you about it. Hello, Soulmaz. I'll keep my eyes and ears open if you pass through. I appreciate that, Dirty Dan. I like that name. I'm very close, so. Thank you, Tanya Gaitan. I hope the Lord is with all of us. I hope we get to feel Him, to feel this life, to be filled with love and happiness. This is the only thing. This is the greatest thing. To feel the Lord, to feel this love inside of you. Yeah. This is all there is. It's what we're all trying to get to. Yeah. So everything you resist, all your emotions and ideas, are just trying to get you back to God, to feel God. You can get over it all right now if you choose this love. That's where we're all headed. We always want to feel our best. And to feel this love is what we're trying to feel. Simply, there's nothing outside of it except your emotions and trauma and all your ideas. All there is love. But the whole world resists it. Good morning, Crazy K. Quack, quack. Well, hello, Amber Renee. Yeah, everything is synchronized. I can ask God to throw ducks in all your life right now, and I am going to ask him. Okay? So a lot of you are going to be seeing ducks and quack, quack. Okay? That is the Lord. It is not me. And it is very cold here, to let you know this. Yeah, it's very cold. I'm glad you were at the gym, Amber Renee. Quack. He proves yourself every time you wake up, Jeremy. I don't speak Indian, Charluna. ATF poisoned the debate is to ask me things and we'll talk about it. Hello, Ziggy Rotten. Yeah, but I'm next to the water. I don't know if you're next to the water, Dirty Dan, but I would say it's probably like 17 degrees to 21 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty cold out here. Plus holding my phone, so. Yeah, Ziggy Rotten, it's definitely cold. There's no doubt about it. I'm a very happy person because I'm a child of God, yeah. And he does love you. Yeah. They've just been trying to experience some sense of humility. You'd be a miserable around you too? Well, you're the one. Hello, Meme Nation. Fact plus faith equals feeling, yeah. The T is the throat coat T. Okay, yeah. Yeah, making my own sauerkraut. I definitely tried that before, but it seemed to get moldy. And I've made similar stuff, but not with salt. Hello, Meme Nation again. Hello, Fernandez. We are a spirit. We have a soul, mind. We are a life and a body. Yeah. People say, oh, I'm living a life. And they have concepts about reality in the universe that they don't exist. You can think whatever you want. But that's simply just thinking. What we really are is just the feel of life. It's nothing to do with your body, nothing to do with your thoughts or your brain. You are fundamentally the feel of the universe. And the only way to know God and really be in this experience is you just have to feel it. This is the only thing that's real. It's the only thing you can prove. Yeah, because what you feel is what is real. And once you feel this, all of life has the same feel. It's a feel of love, but you have to feel it. It's more than a concept. And it's also what we're all trying to get to. Yeah. Everything you see in your life, you see it. You may call it a name in your head. You may have a concept of what you see. But before the concept, before the name, it was simply just there. There was nothing to it. Now, everything you see it. But you could actually feel it. The whole space, the whole everything you see, it all has a general feeling. It's called the feel of love. Yeah. So everything you see and everything in the universe, it doesn't matter what the shape or what it looks like. It all comes from the living life. It is all creation. It may have a mask on, may have a personality, may have a Halloween costume, but it all has one feeling. It's simply the feel of life. It's what you are. What do you think about that energy it fills a man's body? The whole reason why the Catholic Church and all religions, they always say like not to have sex until you're married and yada yada yada, because your semen, and it's the same thing for a woman, if you hold it in, eventually you'll just feel God. It makes you still, because you have to be still to know God. And to know Him is actually, you're going to feel Him. It's the feel of your life. There only is life. There's nothing outside of it. But God gave illusionaries, He gave illusions that there is stuff outside of it. But it all feels the same. You are already this. You are already love. It's just simply exiting your mind and stilling your mind. Yeah, I've been doing seeing retention for a very long time, and I'm doing it the rest of my life. Because that's just simply my life. There's the real effects of seeing retention. There's stuff you can't see. So, yeah. The energy, it just, again, it basically stills you, and it makes you calm. Okay. It's one of your most vital energies. When you ejaculate, what an orgasm really is you lose control. it stresses the body. That's what it is. So, a lot of people don't want to hear this, but it happens all the time. You don't ever want to lose control. We're trying to gain control. So when you start shaking, and that's why you can't take it, yeah, it does that. It takes energy away, basically. Yeah, that's what an orgasm is. It's shaking uncontrollably. Yeah. It's our best friend. He's crouched down there. Sorry about the camera quality. I do have other phones, they're just not activated. Yeah. The thing is if you actually don't ejaculate, again, that's completely your choice. You can actually have multiple orgasms basically inside of you. Way more than you could ever physically climax. So it's kind of like the best of both worlds, but some people still want to do that. Oh, well, thank you, Candy. I appreciate it. I did not see that movie, Maurice. You have, yeah, your life changed better. You have to remind me about that, Maurice, the movie. People don't like when I talk about sex and like seeing retention on here. Yeah, well, when you surrender to Christ, I'm glad to hear that. You're just surrendering to life. God, you have to surrender. You can only resist. You're eventually going to have to surrender to life. You suffer because this is what you create your own suffering from resisting life. Well, I'll definitely try it, Candy. I mean, I do prefer pickles over sauerkraut. And I know it takes like a month to ferment, the fermentation. So, yeah. And I don't know if you need special equipment. You probably don't. But I will say I'm not a big fan of sauerkraut. I kind of like kimchi, stuff with a little bit more spice, and definitely pickles. We have to save ourselves. I don't believe in God. Well, that's okay. You can still feel your life. You're feeling your life is what we're talking about. Yeah, all there is life. Thank you for being here, Jay West Bay. The Satanist church doesn't shelter. Well, that's because they're in on it. They're all yeah. Nature is God. Religion is of the devil. Okay. I don't know where all these people came in. We have a spicy scroller. Hello, Marlene. Sorry, my phone's like very dark. And it's really hard to see. Quack, quack. Maybe I'll go in here. Because he is spirit. You can only feel God. You can talk to him too, but a lot of people don't do that sincerely enough. That's true, Dirty Dan. See you later, Mama OG. I don't know where a lot of people came from with all this. Hello, Christ follower. Yeah, to know God is to know thyself. Yeah. Yeah. I looked in the mirror and there God was. Thank you all for being here. I love all you guys. Yeah. I don't know, we're going to stay in here a little bit more. But yeah, it's just like really cold today. And I got some stuff I need to do. I do eat pork. I think pork is one of the best meats in the world. Our faith is our sword. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Alexander. Yeah, I probably, one of those probably happened. See you later, Dirty Dan. Hello from Hong Kong. Quack, quack. Yeah. I mean, I don't know anybody that doesn't like bacon. If someone doesn't like bacon, there's like 3% of people in the world that don't like the taste of meat. And well, that is true. Most people just, the other people that don't like bacon or meat, it's simply their idea of not liking it. Yeah, because most people actually do like the taste of meat. And pork in particular, Italians in Greece, which is basically Romans at this point, and the Chinese, Japan, they all eat wild boar. Yeah, and they just happen to have the healthiest and happiest people. Thank you, DDA. God bless you. Like I know when I'm full, I'm more clear and women actually feel more easy. Oh yeah, semen retention just gets you everything you want in life. Yeah. Gets you everything you need. To know oneself is the resurrection of the devil. We need another crusade. Yeah. You're either with me or you're against me. There's no other way. Like, I'm for God. I'm for life, pro-life, and positivity, love, happiness. If you want to go to the other side, negativity, I don't support it. I'm not for the darkness. Yeah. I'm not with the hate. So, if you want to go the other way and not be happy, you're not going to be angry and happy. Not happening. You're not going to be stressed, and you're not going to know God. God is unstressing. You don't know him through stress. In fact, when you get to know him is when you lose all your problems and all your stress. Yeah. Because God always has you. No matter if you live, no matter if you die. I'm going to eat sentient being. That's the whole reason I got here. I'm not getting into it. Yeah. And I do eat meat. Because my body got messed up in it. And if you would have seen what happened to my body and you would have lived through it, you would have basically ended your reality. So I cannot be for it. And if you wouldn't, you would be the same way. You just never had that experience. Acidic minds is just an idea. Yeah. While there is no much difference, J. West Bay. Yeah, and it's not like I'm out here to hurt animals or kill them because just for fun or something like that. People are not doing that. It's really even beyond the taste. It's because people know it provides the nutrients that you need for you. Stop the grift. There's no grift going on. That's just your peanut thinking. I mean, they do. No, I see them as they have a spirit. They don't think. Animals are already tapped into spirit, but they don't have their own awareness. Humans, you rise up with awareness. Just simply what it is. And animals don't think. That yes, they can express emotions, but they're always living in the now. Animals definitely have a spirit. That's why, in particular, the Native Americans, they always talk about the spirit of the animal. Squirrels taste gamey. Yeah. Yeah, I basically died from stopped eating meat. So I don't care what anybody says. I don't agree with the veganisms, and I don't agree with vegetarians. Now, I just don't agree with their diets. It's just as simple as that. Yeah. And if sometime in the future, if our body doesn't require us to eat meat, then so be it. Yeah. I'm not killing or hurting an animal for any other purpose. Do I wish it was like that? Obviously not. Yeah, meat is good for you. Exactly. There's a reason why the Native Americans, their whole thing is a meat. Anywhere you go in the world, they're all eating meat. To say we shouldn't eat meat is just, even logically, which I understand where you're coming. I've already been here like 10 years ago, 11 years ago, 12 years ago. Yeah. Native Americans and everyone around the world eats meat. They're not eating it for survival. Although it is one of the only foods to eat if you're out in the wild. Yeah. And if you look at any ancient texts, they always say meat's the most healing thing. They always say this. I knew someone. Oh, my whole body got destroyed. You guys have obviously no clue. You don't want to be where I was because you just completely lost all of the life. Yeah. You can go see all the testimonies online of all the people that were vegan and all the people that eat meat, and they instantly all felt better. Do I wish it was that way? No, hell no, I wish it wasn't that way. I don't want to eat an animal. People are not eating it for survival. People are eating it because their body is just required at this time. It's unfortunate. Coldstream, I don't really care what you're saying these backward statements to me. Don't mean nothing. Oh yeah, they have substitutes, but every time there's somebody big proponent of veganism, this is how I got here. I literally died because of this. I want you to understand this. So that just puts your logic beyond logic. Okay? And obviously I care about animals and I treat all of them with love and respect. Most of us all do that. But anytime somebody's like a big like raw vegan or whatever it is, they're always so egotistical. They're always stuck in their mind. I see it again and again. And they're always living like some bizarre life and they're always like, it's always about diet. They're always pushing it on you. Yeah. Burgers 2 for $5 worldwide. But when have you seen a cow? Yeah. I mean, I agree that obviously there shouldn't be, we should see all of our food. Yeah, and simply most of that food just doesn't even grow around here, from where I'm at least. I would say 100% of vegans always go back to meat. I have a job, Nicholas, so I don't even know what you're talking about. This has nothing to do with whatever you're saying. Wow. I don't know why people are getting so hateful the last like 15, 20 minutes. It's funny. It's usually men that come in and hate. It's always men, and they simply hate their lives. Yeah. Well, then you're just gonna have to go because nobody wants you here. Fine by me. Vegans don't live in a higher frequency. Well, a lot of the people, Joe, they just came in like these last couple minutes. I'm about to go. Yeah, it's fine. No one's affecting me. They haven't been late in years. Yeah, they could be jealous. Just make you move. Yeah, Nicholas, you're just hating. Jobless bum because you hate your job and you hate your life. You're just spewing it out in the open. And you're not gonna come up in here and say all that either. So doesn't matter to me. I gotta protect the people in the chat. Yeah. Thank you, Jay Tizzle. Morning, Jake Proud. No, we're like the last like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, people came in here talking about the devil and yeah. Yeah. The veganism statement, there's not enough more time to go into that. Yeah. But it's simply most of the world just basically eats meat. And you'll see in the future, I've already seen this, and I've had it happen to myself that my body just fell apart. It basically put me in the coma for the last 9 years. You don't understand. I understand that there's logic behind it and there's emotion, and I wish it wasn't true, but it is. It's just the body requires meat and protein. Yeah, you don't absorb the stuff that you think you absorb from vegetables and stuff. And anybody, even more so, like we already said, everybody loves dairy. If you don't like dairy, you're straight lying. And I understand the point that it comes from a cow and it's super weird that it comes from the udder. But everybody loves dairy. It just goes to show it. And even when you cook meat on a grill, everybody loves the smell of it. Yeah. It's just natural. Yeah. Ezekiel bread is quite good. People can probably get away. There's two things about it I'll say, then I'll wrap it up. Yeah, you're coming in here with another account. Big baby. Hello from Ohio. I will say we might not need as much meat as maybe like some people eat. And where this whole thing is, you don't need to eat meat. The world changes and our frequency changes as the world changes. Okay. As there were once monsters and the Nephilim in different types of species. Well, different looking animals. So there was probably a time where our body probably didn't even really have to eat or just ate fruits. Yeah, so I do agree with that. Yeah, and I mean, I completely understand where vegans come from, but I could cry right now and I could just die right now because if you actually seen what happened to me, you wouldn't want to be where it happened. I couldn't think, I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything, and I'm still recovering 10 years later. But I'm not going to sit here and go on about what all happened to me. Yeah. I appreciate you, Rodrigo. Yeah, raw milk. I'm a big fan of raw milk. I'm going to get some today, actually. If I could get away with not eating animals in the future, you got to understand, I'm not even going to try that right now because I still haven't recovered from when I was messed up from being a strict vegan. I was hungry every single day, eating all day, every day. In fact, I never in my life I actually got sick of eating food because it was what I was doing all day. Trying to do other things at 19 and 20 years old, 20, up to 21. Hello, Jesus is my God. Trust me, I wish it wasn't true either. Such as we had to eat animals. You can just go search online all the people. It's not just me. It's like so many people. And if you're going to deny the facts of other people, then you're just living in denial. I mean, that's totally up to you. In fact, when I ate fruits, when I was trying to recover, when I ate fruits for 2 weeks straight, that's the worst I've ever felt. But my body was already completely messed up. Yeah. I love barbecue tri-trip. Yeah. I never had that Amber Renee. Quack, quack. And I believe all dairy should be raw. All dairy should be raw. Yeah, I love raw milk. Again, we've talked about this pretty at length now. But everybody, I don't care if they're vegan or what, or they stay away from dairy, everybody loves dairy. You can't argue against it. You just can't. Everybody loves ice cream, and everybody includes dairy. It's because it tastes so good, and you can tell it's nutritious for you. Yeah. You can say logically that you are not going to eat it. It doesn't mean that for everybody. Yeah. There is a few people out there that can get away with not eating meat. for the whole lives, but it doesn't mean you pressure everyone else and put it on everyone else's. And then they always have, they always get biased about it. I've seen it. Yeah. Yeah, I understand, J. West Bay. You got the 2 eggs with onions. Yeah, we're supposed to get our water through food. I don't even really drink water. My body wasn't detoxing. I moved more than any human on the planet when I was younger. More than anybody. You can believe me, but why would I make up such a bizarre statement like that? I used to move than anybody. No, my body wasn't detoxing. I just think you're just trolling now. And I do agree that people have different metabolisms, but there are a few people who can slither in the cracks and not eat meat. Yeah. It's just very simple when you go around, especially if you're in colder climates. You're not gonna find anything else. I'm about to eat a big steak and eggs. As soon as you eat meat, anyone who hasn't ate meat in a while, if you go eat it, you're gonna have energy the next day, and immediately you're gonna feel calm. I know the effects. I've been dehydrating pumpkin. I was literally just talking about pumpkin like yesterday. I don't think I've ever had like fresh pumpkin. Yeah. Most of the things like rice, you would never go and pick rice. Like, go and pick rice enough for you to eat and then do it every day. Just go eat rice for a month. You would never, you would die. Same with any type of nuts. Okay? For you to go and, you would never do that. You would never have nut butter. It would be like a once a year type of thing. Because you would have to get the nut. You'd have to crack the nut. Then you'd have to break the nut down. It's so much work. And then you're still going to be hungry eventually. I'm not talking about being a breatharian. Yeah, Nicholas can't stay away from the chat. Alright. It's alright. Wow, get the nut. It's just like when you go eat a thing of peanut butter, such as in a jar, you don't understand how many nuts it actually takes to make that. It's not it's not convenient for you to do that. You would never go and crack all these nuts and then eat them all like that. You might do it once, but a whole jar that's just so much. Go and do it and see what I'm talking about if you don't know. Yeah, rice is basically. Yeah, I completely agree with that, Toad. That's probably the most factual thing. in the main statement. I was your 7th grade teacher. I mean, Black Who booking, I appreciate it, but I've already been through all of that. Yeah. Romans 14. Yeah, I used to be way bigger. I used to be like had way more muscle. I mean, I don't agree. I don't necessarily agree with, big bodybuilders and them just pounding down meat all the time. But then they're usually taking steroids, so yeah. Happy Veterans Day. Well, thanks for loving Black You. Yeah, I don't hate anybody for being a vegan or not eating meat. I hate nobody. But it's time to go. I love all you guys. I hope you all feel you're living life. Feel God's love. Be aware of how you're feeling. Be aware and watch your thoughts. Okay. This is all that it matters, how you're feeling. And ask yourself what you're feeling. Okay. I appreciate all the comments, all the perspectives. Thank you, J. West Bay, Pamela, Black U Booking, Gray Coyote, D-Man, Euphoria, Toad, Rodrigo, Dale G, J. West Bay, Lucid. Sorry I missed some of your comments. Amber Renee. Euphoria. MK. And Jay Tizzle. And, everybody else that was in here. OG Mama, of course. Yeah. There was a lot of people that came through. Levi Lamplighter. Jeremy Schmidt was in here. DDA. Slow Burn. Yeah. D-Man, of course. Already said. Dirty Dan. Candy. I love all you guys. And all the spicy McNuggets today. Yeah. I wish you guys the best. And just remember to act in love. To speak and watch what you say. Do it out of love. We're all trying to get to this love. We have resistance. But you can still make the choice right now. And every choice you do. I'll see all you guys later. Thank you, Eddie. And anybody else that I missed up in here. Thank you all.